Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Fab's in the house. And today I've got the Komoran KO 014 here with me for a review. And as usual, we're going to analyze the look, the sound, and the feel of this guy. But first of all, let's see how big this guy is. Overall length is going to be 7.9 inches with a handle of, I would say, 4.5 inch. Length, and let's see how it compares up against some popular options, because this is a kind of like a budget knife. This is Ontario Rat number 2, and this is Ontario Rat number 1. So right in the middle of these two guys over here. Another couple of popular options are the Spyderco Para 3 right over there, and Para Military 2. Again, in between these two options. So, very interesting. It's not a big knife, but it's not even small. For example, this is Shirogorov Hation 0, smaller than this guy. This is Shirogorov F95R. So again, you see the pattern here. Also another pretty popular one. It's the Sebenza, large Sebenza 21 by Reeve Knives, and because we have it here, this is the Fanatic Edge Omen, and you can see it's pretty much a little bit, yeah, it's very similar in size. So there you have it. Let's check this out, because this is a very inexpensive knife. It's going to be around $40, something like that. And it's a titanium frame lock. It's a titanium frame lock with a stainless steel insert and 9CR18 MOV steel. So, I mean, yeah, and titanium backspacer and deep carry pocket clip. I mean, there's a lot of boxes that have been checked and ticked in the right way for this one, and it is a cheap one, guys. So let's check it out, because for example, the scales are titanium and they are milled out and they are 3D milled, so there's some pattern going on. You can see over here, and you can see this milled groove, and I mean, it is not too bad, guys. I know what you're thinking, like, Fab, what's up? You're reviewing Shirogorov and then you're showing us this? Yes, because this is a nice one. So it's a budget knife, and it's not too bad. I mean, there are some things that are wrong, but overall, I kind of dig it. I mean, the design, the overall design is nice. There's some chamfering going on. There is no internal skeletonization, but the scales are pretty thin. They're thin slabs. You have a little bit of inner chamfering as well. Look at that. I mean, they even bother to do a titanium backspacer, 3D milled, and with a lanyard hole integrated right over there. You have like, look at the clip. It's a deep carry pocket clip, and it has it's not really springy. There's not really much tension to this one. It has a little bit of hot spot. We're gonna talk about that later. But guys, they even added lock face insert, stainless steel, 0 lock stick, and over travel stop integrated into the stainless steel lock face insert. This is pretty good, guys. The pivot should be keyed in, but it's not. I don't know what's going on there. You're gonna need a T8 Torx bit screw in order for you to disassemble this guy. It's gonna be super easy. 1 pivot, 2 handle screws, and you're done, basically. This guy is running on bearings, and it's tip-up carry only for the pocket clip. It's not ambidextrous, it's not reversible, and you have a 3.375 inch long blade with basically, I would say 70% belly, and then straight edge up to the sharpening choil. Very minimal over here. You have a full flat grind. This is a 9CR18 MOV steel, and you have some nice jimping going on. It's satin, directional satin going that way. You have some billboarding Komoran going on over here, and KO 014 and the logo over there, of course, made in China. And I mean, there's a nice plunge grind, which is kind of like reminding me a little bit of this guy. You know, there's something in common, very little, but yeah. And it's nicely done. Jimping is alright, full flat grind. Behind the edge is not the thinnest, but it's reasonably thin. Minimal billboarding going on. The sound also. Guys, it is not too shabby. It's not the best, but it's pretty good. And also when you close it, it's a nice thump and clacky sound. When you close it, it's a nice tinkle. I like it. It's not too bad. I am positively impressed by this guy. The weight also is 3.8 ounces, so again, not too bad. Where I'm finding the flaws is mainly in the grip. So when you squeeze this guy, yeah, this is like bothering me a little bit. It's protruding too much. The tension is not there. It's very weak. So it's not a perfect clip, but it's a deep carry. You have a cut-out hole just to remove those two screws over there. Overall, in the hand, it feels actually solid because of the presence of this backspacer over here, which is not fully finished internally, but yeah, we are talking about a budget knife. There's some texturing going on, nice groove. It's a little bit on the slippery side, but the grip is okay. I mean, except for this hot spot going on here. It's all right. I mean, yeah, the jimping is not that functional. It's kind of like rounded off, but it's there, aesthetically pleasing, functionally not so much. Deployment speed, if you do push button, it's not gonna work. Oh, kinda, yeah. But if you do the light switch, yes, it's gonna work 100% of the time. If you do push button, you might be able to fail the deployment. Not all the time, but light switch is the way to go with this guy. And because yeah, like look at the shape, of course. I mean, push button, you're gonna have some finger sore 100%. If you do light switch, 0. And it's gonna deploy in a smooth way, and it's gonna rely on these bearings, which are ceramic ball bearings. Again, another little box that gets checked. And the detent strength of this guy is on the light side, not really too much strength you're gonna need to deploy the blade. You cannot touch the tip of the blade, and the heel of the blade is nicely recessed in the back, so no risk whatsoever. You also have, look at this, a milled out area to facilitate you into the disengagement of the lock bar. Right over here, indented a little bit, and it's chamfered over here. I mean, they put some thoughts into this one. Of course, there's no detent ball ramp, just a little bit of hard step over here. But when you disengage the lock bar, this guy free falls. There's no guillotine effect, but you have to wiggle just gently in order for the blade to go into the closed position. So not too bad seating action overall. This is a nice one, guys. So, I mean, aesthetically, it's pleasing. The sound is all right. The grip also is okay. Overall, it's a titanium frame lock, 3D milled with 3D titanium backspacer, deep carry pocket clip, full flat grind, nice satin satin finish, stainless steel insert. I mean, you can't go wrong with this guy. So there you have it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching and stay tuned.